48 teams, 104 matches, and a tournament structure that nobody, not players, not coaches, not even the people who designed it, fully understands yet. The 2026 World Cup doesn't just add more teams, it rewrites the logic of survival. So let's break it down. From the very first group game to the final at MetLife Stadium on July 19th. For 28 years, the format didn't change. Since France 1998, every World Cup was 32 teams, 8 groups, 16 knockout spots. Clean, logical, elegant. Win your group, avoid a monster in the round of 16. It worked, and then FIFA blew it up. The new format has 12 groups of 4 teams each. Every team plays 3 matches, top 2 from each group advance automatically, that's 24 teams, but the 8 best third-place teams across all 12 groups also advance. That brings the knockout field to 32, the same 32 teams that used to start the old round of 16, now just reaching the round of 32. Let that sink in for a second. A team could lose 2 of their 3 group games and still be in the knockout stage. One win might be enough. The floor for survival has dropped dramatically, and that changes everything. But before we get there, I need to explain why this format exists at all, because what FIFA almost did instead was worse. The original plan was 16 groups of 3 teams with 2 qualifying from each. Clean arithmetic. But the moment analysts stress-tested it, the problem was obvious. With only 3 groups per team, the final match day couldn't be played simultaneously. 2 teams would always know exactly what result they needed. The collusion risk wasn't theoretical, it was mathematical inevitability. FIFA even floated penalty shootouts to prevent draws. The idea died. We got 12 groups of 4 instead. Messier, but at least honest. So, the structural integrity of each group's final match day is protected. Both teams play simultaneously, same stakes. But here's the part that doesn't fully go away. With 12 groups playing across different days, a team in Group L knows exactly how many points the best third-place teams from earlier groups have. They can do the math. That knowledge changes behavior. Not collusion, but something quieter. Conservation, protecting goal difference, resting the midfielder with a yellow card. And that's subtle enough that most fans won't notice it happening. If this story's landing for you, drop a like. It genuinely helps this channel grow. And subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this, because we're just getting started. Now let's talk about the round of 32, the round with no historical precedent at a World Cup. You need 72 matches just to reach the same 16 teams that used to open the knockout stage. In Qatar, but every one of those 32 matches is a live elimination game. Extra time, penalties if needed. I actually changed my mind on this. I started out thinking it was pure filler, a commercial invention dressed up as football. And commercially, yes, that's part of it. More matches, more broadcasting revenue. Infantino didn't redesign this tournament for sporting ideals. But when I mapped out specific scenarios, a debut nation with nothing to lose facing a group winner that coasted through 3 safe matches, I stopped being dismissive. The format creates matchups that simply didn't exist before. Whether that's good depends on what you value about football. For players, though, the picture is darker. Finalists play 8 matches, 1 more than before, and this tournament comes immediately after a full European club season, many players stepping onto a World Cup pitch less than 3 weeks after their final club game. A FIFPro workload report documented the strain directly. Travel across 16 cities, 3 countries, multiple time zones. Some players will be running on empty before the quarterfinals. And, stay with me, here's the piece nobody's talking about enough. The qualification bar is so low that the group stage may paradoxically produce less desperation. In the old format, 2 teams went home from every group of 4, the bottom 2, full stop. Now, with 12 groups and only the 4th worst third-place finishers eliminated, the math has completely shifted. France, Argentina, Spain, England. Knocking them out in the group stage now requires a genuine catastrophe. Germany in 2018, Argentina stumbling in the same edition. Those stories become structurally harder under this format. Third place is a cushion, and cushions absorb shock. Whether that's good depends entirely on whether you think World Cups are better when favorites reach the final or when chaos reigns. Subscribe and turn on notifications because we're going deeper on the key storylines of this tournament all summer long. Here's my honest read. The 48-team format solves a real problem: access. Curaçao, Cape Verde, Jordan, Uzbekistan are making their World Cup debuts, and for the first time in the tournament's history, the Oceania Football Confederation has a guaranteed berth. No more playoff purgatory. Every confederation has at least one team in the field. Football is genuinely global in a way the old format couldn't represent. But the format takes something from the group stage that can't be replaced. Qatar 2022 had almost no dead rubbers. Only 2 teams were eliminated before the final group match day. The end was structural. Now, a team with 3 points might spend their third match conserving, protecting goal difference, resting players. The edge is blunted. In a sport where the edge is everything, that's not small. A decade ago, I would have called this straightforwardly bad for football. I'm less certain now, but I haven't gone the other direction either. We'll find out on June 11th when the most complex World Cup in history kicks off at Estadio Azteca. Does the expanded format improve the World Cup, or does it trade too much tension for inclusion? Drop your take in the comments. I read every single one. Let's have this argument.